Let me ask you something personal. If your paycheck stopped arriving tomorrow, how long could you last? A month? 2? Be honest. Because that answer tells you more about your financial reality than your salary ever will. And here's what I want you to keep in mind as we go through this. By the end of this video, you're going to see something you can't unsee, something about how the system actually works. And once you see it, everything changes. Most people earning solid money $70, $90, even $120,000 a year couldn't survive 3 months without a direct deposit. That's not a career. That's a leash with a comfortable collar. Your salary was never designed to make you wealthy. It was designed to make you dependent. And it's very, very good at what it does. Take Marcus, 37, software engineer in Dallas, $92,000 a year, top quarter of earners in this country. He should feel solid. He doesn't. Every 2 weeks, around $3,500 hits his account after taxes. And before he even opens his banking app, it's already gone. Rent $1,400. Car payment plus insurance $580. Groceries, gas, subscriptions, utilities $450. By the time he's done paying for the life he built, he's got $80 left. $80 for 2 weeks. But here's the part that nobody talks about. Marcus doesn't feel poor. He has an apartment, a car. He goes out on weekends. The system gave him just enough comfort to stop him from asking the dangerous questions. That's the first layer. You don't feel the cage because the cage comes with Wi-Fi and a gym membership. Now, here's where it gets interesting. And this is the part most finance channels skip entirely. Think about how this started. You were told the path was clear. Study hard, get credentials, land a good job. So you did. Maybe you took on debt to get there, but the salary would cover it. And the moment that offer letter arrived, something shifted. You could finally afford a nicer place. So you got one. A better car. So you got that too. Your monthly expenses went from manageable to significant, but the salary covered it, so it felt fine. Then came the raise. 20% bump. Felt like a win. Within 18 months, your expenses had quietly reorganized themselves to consume every dollar of that raise. New apartment, car upgrade, subscriptions, a vacation you told yourself you'd earned. That's lifestyle inflation. But I'd call it something simpler. It's the trap tightening. Because now you're locked in. You can't walk away from that job. You need that specific income to maintain that specific life. You've built a financial structure that requires you to show up every single month. That's what golden handcuffs feel like from the inside. Not painful, just a quiet impossibility every time you think about doing something different. Marcus got a $15,000 raise last spring. He texted his wife. They celebrated. Felt like progress. 6 months later, they'd moved to a bigger place, better neighborhood, monthly rent up $350. His wife upgraded her car, another $280 a month. And just like that, the raise was gone. Absorbed, digested by the lifestyle they'd built together. His financial position? Identical to before the raise. Same stress, same number at the end of the month, just running faster on the same treadmill. And then, one Tuesday night, it broke. Marcus came home late. Again. His wife was already in bed. He sat at the kitchen table, opened his banking app, and stared at the number. $43. 3 days before payday. The mortgage autopay was scheduled for the next morning. His wife walked in for a glass of water, saw his face, asked what was wrong, and what came out wasn't about money. It was about everything money had been quietly doing to them for years. The arguments that followed lasted 2 hours. Not about $43, about feeling trapped, about working this hard and having nothing to show for it, about whose fault it was, about whether this was just life now. It wasn't a money problem. It was a system problem, and they didn't even know the system existed. That moment happens in millions of households every single month. Different kitchens, same conversation, same feeling of running in place while the walls close in. Here's the uncomfortable math nobody wants to run. Financial freedom isn't about income level. It's about the gap between what you earn and what you spend. A household pulling in $200,000 a year with $180 in obligations is more fragile than someone earning $60,000 living at 45. The salary doesn't set you free. The gap does. And everything about modern life, housing costs, car culture, subscription pricing, social pressure is engineered to shrink that gap to zero. 50 years ago, one income could own a home, raise kids, and still have margin. Today, dual-income households earning combined six figures can't afford a starter home in a mid-tier city without stretching every limit they have. That's not bad luck. That's a structural shift that benefits everyone collecting your monthly payments. Your landlord, your bank, your auto lender. They don't need you wealthy, they just need you consistent. And when you're living paycheck to paycheck, even a generous one, you're exactly that. Consistent, predictable, trapped. So, what do you actually do? First, stop confusing income with wealth. Your salary is a flow. Wealth is a stock. One disappears when you stop showing up, the other doesn't. $150,000 income with no assets is a performance. $40,000 in investments is a foundation. Second, protect the gap. The distance between what comes in and what goes out is the whole game. It feels like sacrifice. It is the only mechanism that works. Third, put that gap to work. Not a savings account earning nothing. Index funds, REITs, assets that compound while you sleep. Your money needs a job. Fourth, build your runway. 3 to 6 months of expenses in liquid savings. This sounds basic. It's transformational. The day you have that cushion, your psychology shifts completely. You negotiate differently. You take risks. You can walk away from things that don't serve you. Right now, you can't. And the system knows that. The people who break free aren't smarter. They're not luckier. They just saw the mechanism clearly. They saw that lifestyle expansion is a choice, not a law. And they decided that looking successful and actually being free are two completely different things. Comfort is not freedom. A good salary is not security. The system runs on one simple mechanism: expand your lifestyle until your margin disappears. And once you see that mechanism clearly, you can't unsee it. The next raise won't save you. The next decision might. If this is the kind of thinking you want more of the real mechanics of money, the systems underneath the surface, make sure you're subscribed. New videos every week. Each one gives you one more piece of actual leverage over your financial life. See you in the next one.